And welcome back to the Batteries Not Included podcast. I'm co-host Tanner.
Hello.
What's your name?
I'm Carter.
Z.
See?
That's cultural appropriation, dude.
I know. It is 2020, isn't it?
Yeah. You can't be making jokes like that.
We're gonna go with it, though.
Yeah, not.
No?
No, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Oh, we are.
Because
okay. We are going
We're
with
not
it. Okay.
very PC over here, but that's okay because most of the world isn't. But yeah, today I guess we're gonna talk a little bit about, exercise and that sort of thing.
Fitness journey.
Yeah,
Get a little into that.
routines,
Routine.
washing your penis,
Washing your penis. Yeah, brushing your teeth. But definitely washing your penis.
Yeah, yes. So we both finished our month of hot yoga.
Definitely. Okay, first of all, when would you say that you first started working out? When did you go to the gym on your own?
I've always had it in my basement.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
This kid's always had a squat rack in his basement. Okay,
squat rack.
Fuck.
See, sometimes
That's a dream.
Sometimes I think about this and I go, do you even have a squat rack in your house?
Mm-hmm.
Jocko Willink. No, but my dad he bodybuilded in high school, so we've always had a full setup.
That is a
in
dream.
The basement, squat rack, like the works.
Mm-hmm.
But I really didn't, take advantage of that until I was older. Basically, when we talked about this in the Call of Duty podcast,
Yeah.
where I realized I was fat and I didn't have a girlfriend and I was full of zits and I'm eating like shit.
And I was kind of in the same position there, too.
Yeah.
Because I remember stepping on the scale. I was 7th grade, 196. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at 235.
Okay. Yeah.
235 at one point. I guess I didn't know something was off, but there was something telling me, hey, you gotta treat your body better.
Yeah.
So then I guess I lost my weight. I would do, since the treadmill is boring, I would just lift, and then I did boxing. We had a boxing bag, or a punching bag, whatever you want to call it.
Damn, I didn't know
So I would just do little circuits. Lost a lot of the weight that way, and then I joined track too, which helped me lose some weight, forced me to do some conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, our conditioning was pretty weak, being throwers, because we set off with our different little groups.
Yeah.
Throwers go do this, jumpers do this, and shop was the coach, so
Mm-hmm.
not much commitment there.
So that was probably around 9th, 10th grade.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much for both of us too, because 10th grade was when I started to take sports a little more seriously, and we got a membership to my local gym back at home. So yeah, I'd say around 10th grade is when I first started going to the gym, and I'd say not I really knew what I was doing exactly, but just kind of going to lift a little bit, maybe some cardio, and I did start running a little bit too for a couple summers. I actually ran a lot for 2 summers, sophomore and junior year.
Never been a runner.
So,
Never.
yeah. No, I've definitely faded out from that. But
I like sprints, but running is just, the length of it is so rough on my joints. So
Yeah,
I like to do
grind.
sprints on the grass. It's like something soft. Even doing it inside on a track or something,
yeah.
just brutal on your shins and your knees.
Mm-hmm.
I heard somewhere is if you're over 120 pounds, you should not run.
Yeah, I think that was on Rogan.
Yeah,
I heard that one
some
too.
marathon runner or some shit. I don't know.
It's just so crazy listening to David Goggins and his
Yeah.
journey with that, and just the mental battle with it. You got to respect that shit.
Yeah,
because that's a
you should
fucking
check
grind.
out if you haven't. David Goggins, inspirational dude, but he's just a tough motherfucker.
Yeah.
I forget where I was going with that. Oh yeah, so during this time I started reading into nutrition, just sort of trying to understand. But I mean, over the years, I just kept reading, and I got to a point now where I know, the way I want to eat. And mostly, I mean, it's just eating real foods.
Mm-hmm.
Like a tip you could say is just, if the ingredient list of what you're eating is more than 5 things long, probably don't eat it.
Yeah,
right?
Eating real foods has it sounds so simple, but that has opened my eyes the past 6 months.
Just the way you feel, it even makes me think more clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a layer of fat just shed off me just from meal prepping, all my meals, eating out once a week maybe.
Yeah.
Limiting into that. But yeah, that's.
But even
crazy.
with meal prepping, it's just so much more convenient. Right now, I have stuff cooling over there. It's did some ground beef with some rice. Basically, make it into a bowl. Throw some pico in there, some guac, spinach, hot sauce, and then I have 3-4 meals that I can just munch on.
Yeah.
Just heat it up quick. So you might put in a lot of time cooking at first, but then. Yeah, you have that ready.
Yeah.
So the rest of your week, you're saving time.
Mm-hmm. I know, just staying away from all the junk food, the chips, all this candy in a bag.
Chips are so damn good, though.
I mean,
they are.
if you're trying to shed off some weight, you're gonna want to stay away from that.
The chips.
Yeah.
Pop too. That was
Pop is a big
early
one.
for me. That was quitting the Mountain Dew alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I was one of those Mountain Dew fiends.
Yeah, no, me too. Me too.
Just quitting that.
Yeah, you get that double XP. If you buy a 12-pack of Mountain Dew, suck that shit down right away.
I was texting my dad on his way home from work. Hey, can you grab a 12-pack?
Grab some double XP.
Get some double XP.
Oh fuck.
Hey,
That's
we need Mountain Dew. There's 6 12-packs in the fridge.
Yeah, but none of them are double XP. Oh fuck.
Oh man,
That's good.
yeah.
Damn. But yeah, so 10th grade started to get a little more serious about it. And I don't know, I would say probably from senior year till now, I've been moderately serious with it. I haven't really missed more than, honestly, I can confidently say I haven't missed more than a month with working out since that time. I would say it's pretty accurate.
I mean, for me, with the hospital and shit,
No, yeah.
I definitely missed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I would fucking have dumbbells in that room, man.
Yeah.
Dumbbells and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I remember one time we had to go to the PT room, and it was physical therapy. So she'd have me do stupid shit, like shooting a basketball or fucking... And
You're where's the weights?
Yeah, no, I had that fucking thing in my chest, and it ran from here up, down into my heart. And I got on this thing, and I started doing dips.
Oh my god!
And she lost it. Yeah, her back was turned to me, and then she ran over. She's like, "Dad, what are you doing?" I don't know. It's I'm doing dips, bitch.
Oh,
she wasn't a bitch. She was a nice lady.
Yeah.
But
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I mean, after that, I probably haven't. Once I've gotten back into it, past that recovery stage,
and when you get
I stuck with it.
Yeah. And both times after you've gotten out, you've regained that shit really quick.
Yeah.
I've heard that's what's been shocking to me. It's fuck, man, that's just...
I've heard muscle memory too.
That's crazy.
Your muscles grow back more quickly after you lose it, just because they know what to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know, man. When you would get out of the hospital and regain it back really quick, and then I'd just be there fuck, he already looks better than me. What the fuck is it? That's just, what the hell, dude? Man. How does that shit work?
I feel so when you look at yourself, you never see yourself as...
Yeah, you always underestimate how you
you saying that I look better than you, I always saw you as having a better physique, or like there's that guy in the gym who's got a better physique than you.
Yeah.
You know, but you don't. You're like, yeah, I'm doing all right, but you know, I'm slacking a little bit
there's always
here
that
and
thing.
there.
I know.
You know. So.
Yeah, there's always that thing of just comparing yourself to people.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know, when you see someone in the gym who's just like a monster, you're like, fuck, like damn it, I suck. You know? Like it's kind of
think to myself, how much does that motherfucker eat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I eat 3,000, 4,000 calories a day. Like if I really try, I can get there. And I don't put on that much weight. Granted, it's clean food, but still, I mean, to consistently build that much muscle, you gotta eat like a motherfucker.
I know, and I definitely slack quite a bit on like staying consistent with meals. But I don't know, if I really stuck to a meal plan where I eat like 3,000, like 3,500 calories, something like that, and like per day, stick to that. I know I could definitely put on some size, but I don't know.
I love learning about different takes on exercise and nutrition and that sort of thing. Just listening to podcasts, like you hear Rogan's like the stem of all of it for me. But I might hear, you know, somebody on there, and then I go and I check out their stuff, and like, you know, whether it be an academic who's written a paper, and like go read their paper or watch their podcast, or just, you know, someone who's not necessarily an expert. Yeah. Or they're an expert, but they don't have the credentials. But, you know, just hear their take on it and then work that in. One big thing for me I've done is that timed eating window. And it's backed by science. So if you eat, you know, within a 10-hour window, your body knows when it's getting food, and then outside of that window, it knows like, hey, it's time to recover. It's time to use all this food from the day and put it to use. So then it's supposed to promote, you know, more growth and also weight loss.
Weight loss, yeah.
Yeah. I know when I started, I probably lost 5 to 10 pounds. Just that. Like without even changing my diet.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Damn.
I hate cutting though. I'm never doing that shit again.
I know, right? It's like
I'm just gonna do more cardio. Like I'm not gonna limit my food.
Yeah.
God, that's brutal.
I know. I'm someone who really struggles with functioning when I'm hungry too. Yeah. And I don't know. I've been thinking more about this crabby. Too. Oh yeah, I get really crabby, and it's been like that ever since I was a kid too. Like if I didn't have food, I was fucking pissed, or like bawling my eyes out or something.
Okay, I heard this take on it. It was Lex Friedman, and he said, so when you're fasting, he said, so you're not crabby, but you just see through the bullshit. So like you might be more irritated by something, but he said it was like you're just sick of that shit. You know, it's like you don't have time for that shit. You just see things more clearly, which I've never actually tried legit fasting.
I know. I was just gonna say that. Like, I really want to try just fasting for one day because it would be a legit challenge for me to do that. But I know I could.
But you can't do coffee. That's the thing. Yeah. Because the whole point is not to activate your metabolism. But there's a lot of literature that suggests crazy effects from that. I heard some crazy thing. It was like your organs like almost shed a layer, or like just get rid of all the damaged dead tissue and regrow when you fast. It was something crazy. I don't know, and I probably butchered that, but something along those lines. Some good repairing processes.
That's nuts. I know. I've always been someone who's slacked with like focusing on outside the gym, just eating properly and all that. But like I've never shied away from actually going to work out because like it's such an important part of my mental well-being. Yeah. Oh my god.
Honestly, yeah. The physical that comes from it for me is secondary to the sanity it gives me.
Honestly, like the reason why I work out is all about looking good. That's legit, like 100%. And I mean, I need it too because I know I would go insane.
I suppose.
if
I mean,
didn't.
the two go hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
Because it like look good, feel good. You
No,
know?
exactly.
But that's true.
Yeah.
You know, to some extent at least.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, if you're a fat piece of shit, probably not gonna feel that good inside, and then your head's probably not gonna feel that good either.
Look good, feel good.
Yeah.
That's the motto for me for sure.
But I don't know. I think like I'm not a religious person. I've always said that my church is the fucking gym. You know, that's like my peaceful time where I can relax.
I know.
And it doesn't seem like a relaxing place at all, especially to someone who's just starting out. Not a relaxing place. But
Yeah.
if you get in the zone, I mean, that's
I've thought about that a lot
everything.
too. It's like it's always been the one constant in my life. No matter what the hell is going on, if I'm moving off to college, something weird is going on in my life. Like I've always stuck to working out. It's always been a place where I can go and it's kind of like a form of meditation, just relieving some stress.
Mm-hmm. Just last week I had that cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I skipped the gym. I skipped yoga. I went to the sauna a couple of times. And I was eating shittier too.
Yeah.
And I was getting just irritated at little things. And my head didn't feel right. Granted, I was congested. But at the same time, you know. And I'm sure you could notice that.
Oh, for sure. No, yeah.
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
Go to the gym.
I know.
Shut up, would you?
No, you can always notice that shit. But it's like a thing too where it's like, yeah, we've all been there.
Mm-hmm.
I've fucking been there too. I don't know. To me, the sauna isn't really that big of a deal anymore. No.
After the hot yoga.
After the yoga.
Yeah. Yeah.
The yoga is fucking nice. And I don't know, my membership just ran up from the 30 days, but I know that my body's going to feel it within the next week. You know what I mean? So like I'm going to need that again somehow.
No, today was my last day. I didn't go because it was like 0 degrees. And I just slept shitty. I was like, I'm trying to get over this cold.
Yeah.
That's the way I justified it to myself. But I mean, I think it's $56 a month, that's a lot for me.
For students too?
That's with the student discount and everything.
Okay.
That's if you want a month by month. If you pay for a year, it's
Yeah.
cheaper, but I'm going to be gone. So, I don't know. I just feel like that's something I'm going to need now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crazy exercise, but also like a mental...
Meditation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just holding a pose that's difficult.
Dude, your
you
legs
force
are just
yourself
burning.
into meditation.
Yeah.
When you're trying to hold a certain pose or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And the breath is incredible. Like it's 100 degrees in there. And you're using all of your movements with your breath. So like down, out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you think about the way you're using your body. And when I notice it outside of class.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm walking around and
lifting
the
too.
way I'm breathing and yeah.
I know. I've definitely noticed it lifting too, just connecting with my muscles a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, fuck, dude. It just stretches out your whole fucking body.
Oh, you feel incredible.
And yeah, I'm basically just high the
so
rest of the day.
Loose.
It's so weird.
I remember it was my first day.
Yeah, tell me about the first time.
My first time, man. That was the morning before I had to go over to Rochester for my checkup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And, dude, we get back, like, we're jamming to music, you know, just having a great fucking time. And then, gonna make breakfast. Breakfast and the coffee just tastes better.
Oh, my God.
The music on the way home, like, it just sounds better. You're just in a fucking great mood.
Mm.
And I don't know, like, it's just, you know, neurochemicals or whatever it might be. But I went over to Rochester and I've never been in a crash.
Mm.
And the parking garage is just packed. And a chick in this big truck just backs into me. And I I was just like, well, you know, whatever. It is
Whatever.
what it is.
Shit happens.
And then I pulled ahead, like let them get into their parking spot. I pulled ahead, and then I get out, and it's like this sweet lady. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." And I looked, and it just didn't do much. It just it bent the license plate. I just like took my thumb, just bent it back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, yeah, it's all good." I'm like, "Don't worry about it." But had it been a different day, had it been last week, when I hadn't been to the gym, hadn't been doing anything, eating like shit, I would have fucking laid on the horn, like, head out the window. Hey!
Yeah.
Maybe not that extreme, but
I know.
probably would have honked.
It's nuts. I don't know. It's weird because yoga's always been a thing where I knew that I should try it. I knew that I should, go and try it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, just being a dude in a class with a bunch of chicks, like...
There's I would say it's probably like a quarter.
No, I know.
Quarter
there was
guys.
more dudes than I expected.
Yeah.
But there's just that whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, just going into that environment, like new people,
That's
new
the
scene.
thing that really surprised me was...
Everyone is so inviting.
Yeah. No, yeah, because everybody's in that fucking mood we were talking about.
Yeah.
Everyone's just high.
Yeah.
I know.
I like I said the first day too, I'm like, try and go into this place and find a fucking grumpy person. You know what I mean?
Oh, it won't happen.
It's not.
Will not
doesn't
happen.
exist. Yeah.
No, but when you go in there, the instructor talks to you face to face, like before, because they know they've never seen your name on their list when they check you in, and they're like, oh, and they see you getting your rental stuff like for your first time, so they know you're new, and then it's like everybody in that room, there's super advanced people, and then there's people who are just starting out. There's people who are in there because they're trying to lose weight. So there's old people who are like limited because they're old and brittle. So it's like everybody's at different places, and what you put in, you get out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think especially anyone walking in there isn't gonna know what the hell they're doing. So it's like you gotta build from somewhere.
Oh yeah,
and
you gotta
that's
start somewhere.
You have an instructor, so that's how you learn. With the like lifting or something, it's not like that. You don't get that experience.
Yeah, there's no guidance really,
right?
Unless you wanna go online and learn on your own, or get a personal trainer or something like that. Yeah, I know that was really nice. You just gotta be willing to go in there and do it. Because I walked in the first day and I don't know, the lady was really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
The instructor that I had was fucking great. Like she even like came up to me afterwards, started talking to me and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
No, yeah, like for me to walk back in there and because I was doing a weekly schedule, like Monday, Wednesday morning, Thursday night, and a Sunday morning, and it's the same instructors every time. So like, those instructors sort of know where you're at. And also you start to build sort of a personal relationship because that's, at least this studio, I've never been to another one, but it's, it's about that connection.
Definitely.
So it's more than just, the physical, mental practice of yoga, but it's like a social experience.
Yeah, and that makes me think of, like, I don't know, when I settled down somewhere, it's like that's the kind of community I want to be a part of. You know what I mean? Like those are the kind of people I want to be around.
Like, there is a reason that in Southeast Asia they've been doing this for fucking centuries.
Yeah.
Like this is an ancient tradition. And I think it's kind of funny how you got all these fucking these like middle class people in lacrosse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they're doing like at the end you do namaste. Like, it's all these fucking people just, carrying on the tradition as if we're in India or Bhutan or wherever it is.
I mean, I never really thought about that, but
that's what sociology gave me.
Yeah.
Just a funny like way to look at it.
Huh.
But for me, I mean, lifting's always been that rock, but I've loved to try new things.
Oh, definitely.
Like just this past spring and summer, I got really heavy into cardio. And that's a totally different beast than lifting.
Yeah, it's a different kind of grind.
Lifting's always been, that home. And I think it's always what I'm going to love the most. But, I mean, like sprints and just pushing yourself that way. And you see different results in your body, different muscles. Yeah. I think, I don't know, it's just a different feeling and, like, progress it gives you.
Yeah. I don't know, because when I started, honestly, it was more about how is this going to help me with, like, sports or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, how is this lifting going to benefit me that way? And now it's kind of more about just, like, I don't know, relieving stress, looking good, feeling good. And I don't know. That's a whole different kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gave up the sports thing a while back. Fuck. I don't know.
I know. It's kind of been a hard thing for me to let go.
I know. And I don't want to put you down too hard right now. But it was like, I think it was Chris D'Elia. He's like, hey, dude, you're 23. Put the fucking baseball glove down or something like that, you know. But
I don't know,
it's like, it's fun, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's a good time. Like, I love throwing the ball around. That's my thing.
Fucking guy.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's always been your shit.
Definitely.
And
I fucking love football. And I could definitely play football, but dude, the whole CTE concussion thing, that shit freaks me out.
Yeah. I mean, you guys grown men to smash into each other full speed.
It's so ridiculous. Like, the speed they play at, too. Like, you don't even know the speed they're playing.
Oh, yeah.
It is outrageous.
Even high school ball, I mean, you're going pretty quick.
Yeah.
And it looks so slow compared to pros. But, I mean, you're cracking each other.
Yeah. That shit's fucked up.
I love how everyone's, like, so taken aback by the CTE thing. It's like, oh, no fucking shit.
Dude. like the little... Like, every play, there's these little fucking collisions, you know? Like, even those.
Just...
Like, I just fell on my ass.
It's like taking a chisel to a rock. And that rocks your brain.
Yeah, dude. It's insane. I just took out the garbage the other day and I fell on my ass. And, like, I had a little bit of whiplash on my neck. And I fucking felt that. And I was like, okay. Some players have that shit every goddamn play.
Every play.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And you don't see the same shit in rugby, which is weird to me. And even UFC,
do
you don't.
No?
No. From what I've heard and read, you don't because...
Maybe it's the whole helmet thing?
Yeah, because the argument that I've heard is you're wearing more pads, so you hit harder and go faster. And also rugby's a different thing. Yeah. Like, it's as fast-paced, but it's kind of slower moving and more like a team thing. And you don't have pads, so you're going to try and protect your own body. But even in UFC, I don't, unless it's a guy who's been fighting for super long, or girl, she might have fought for 10 years, but she only fought once or twice a year. So you don't have that.
Yeah, I guess.
As much experience, because with football, I mean, you're hitting it every day. Maybe not in practice, but I mean, there's at least 16 games a season.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up.
And if you're training for UFC, you're not going to be taking shots to the head. It's just not smart.
Yeah. I don't know, going back to the whole like fitness thing. Like, for me, it's all about like trying new things. Always like seeing where I could get better. I don't know, yoga has really been kind of like the next step for me in that. I would say.
It's so challenging.
Yeah. And I don't know, I'm starting to think about like what is going to be the next thing,
Yeah.
Because I really think like some kind of like jiu-jitsu or like, hitting the bag or something like that. That'd be kind of a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Hitting the bag is fun, man.
Yeah.
That's something I haven't done in a long time. But
I don't know, what would you say is like your next thing? Or something that you'd be interested in?
I don't know if I would do jiu-jitsu just because I don't want to get my ass whooped. And also
Dude, that's an important thing though too.
I know it's humbling, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. But I mean, like if I'm doing the hot yoga, I don't know. I want to like, because here I have the opportunity to have a good gym, or a studio, I guess you would call it. But I guess when I move to the cities, you know, if I see an opportunity like that arise, which of them in the cities, you know, it's something.
Got a lot of options.
I just know it's real expensive, and if I have lifting and I also do some cardio and then I have hot yoga, it's like, it's a lot.
Like, I want to find something that'll like feed my competitive side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it's like some kind of wrestling, like
and
that, or
I know, jiu-jitsu isn't gonna be incredibly hard on your body, you know, hard on the joints, but better than most combat sports. And you know, it's like a mutual respect between the two people rolling. Yeah. So you're gonna try to choke each other, but there's still that respect there.
I don't know. I've always thought of that's why I've always thought of wrestling as kind of a cool sport, just in the aspect of like it's two people and they're just trying to like kick the shit out of each other. You know what I mean? Like there's got to be that mindset, and that's just fucking so intense. Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, I love violence as a human, like we all do, but I don't know if combat sports are for me, man.
They're definitely not for everyone.
Fairly strong in the gym, but
I think it'd be fun to dabble.
Yeah. You know? But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. I'd be down to try it maybe once or twice. I don't know. My dad's real into biking, and
I gotta find that next thing.
Yeah, I think some like endurance bike rides or even like something more extreme in the mountains would be fucking cool. Yeah. Because I mean, if you really get cruising on a bike, high gears, that's a workout. And also, I mean, you get to be outside and see some things.
Yeah. I could get into hiking.
Yeah. That's like, it's not that intense. It's not that rigorous.
I mean, what we did in Colorado.
That was fucking 15 miles, dude.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Hiking up that fucking mountain. Dude, we were hiking up that mountain.
Oh my God.
We were huffing. I mean, I was like, keep going.
Keep going.
No, steady breath.
Yeah. Well, we're in Colorado, so of course we had to have some fucking edibles, you know. Yeah. And dude, I was out of shape. I didn't fucking work out for a week or two before we went out, like finals week, and I think I was going through a cold, you know, giving myself more excuses. How we do it, you know. But then we're getting to the top of like the second, third, fourth peak, who knows. We had been out there for a good few hours already. And I'm just, dude.
I mean,
and you go.
None of us are really in good shape.
No, Chase is fucking smoking cigarettes as he's hiking. Like, what are you doing, man?
But dude, it was such a mental battle. That's why it was so cool.
You said to me, breathe through your nose, and I started doing that, and it's something about that puts oxygen in your blood or something.
Like feeds your brain a little better.
Yeah, and holy shit, that made a world of difference.
Yeah.
And then I
don't know where I heard that.
But then also, we couldn't get an Uber to pick us up because we're just on the side of the fucking road somewhere. And Bryce was still at work, our buddy who we were visiting out there. So we literally we fucking got dropped off in the mountains, like some Uber. And it was like, you know, just on the side of the road. We're like on some mountain road. And there's a outlet of some trails. So we take a picture of the trail map so we kind of have a general idea like where we might go. Fucking start off the side of the road. We hike. We end up getting off the trail because it must have been a burn or something. We lost the trail somehow.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but I don't know. I know there is pretty frequently where, you know, there's forest fires out there.
Yeah.
So there was definitely some sort of burn that went on. I don't know if it was controlled or what.
Yeah.
But we got off the trail, so then we had to find our own way down the fucking mountain.
Yeah, we were up there for like a few
But
hours.
we came
right?
out of that dope spot.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
we ended
down
up
by
just-
a waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
End up sliding down this mountain just like to get down it because we didn't know which way to go. And we just kind of slid down it. We ended up right next to this creek.
Yeah,
It was just so
and just kind of
perfect.
hang out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Some
awesome.
dope ass pictures. But then we had to walk home because Bryce wasn't
Yeah,
done
Bryce
work
wasn't
yet.
off.
And that was a good hour 15 alone.
I think
it was.
from so the trail went from some like residential sort of resort area, you know, the nicer high end places by the golf course. So we get there when I finally had service and I checked how far we needed to go to get back to the Airbnb, and it was like 6 miles. And then by the time Bryce had finally gotten off, we were at like a mile and a half left because we just kept fucking walking.
We kept walking. I'm like, oh, let's keep going.
Good thing we
Keep
brought
going.
so much fucking water. I think we all packed like at least 3 or 4 bottles of water.
Fuck.
I had a bunch, but yeah, by the time Bryce got off, it was like mile and a half left. We're like, fuck it, let's do
Okay,
it.
let's do it.
And then we were
dude.
just dead
And I
the
remember,
whole night.
and I remember getting home after that. We were all so fucking exhausted, and dude, our bodies just hurt for the next couple days.
Yeah,
Dude, I've never been so mentally and physically exhausted like that.
yeah.
Like,
It
just from
lasted
walking
for a
around.
full day.
Oh my god, we just fucking laid down.
That had to be like no joke, a 15-mile hike.
That was insane.
All in all,
That was so awesome.
yeah, that was.
That was a bonding experience.
So we'll have to, yeah,
Fuck.
bonding experience with the boys.
Goddamn.
We'll have to do something like that.
Mm.
That's that extreme again.
Yeah. That's where it's at.
Pushing yourself. That's where it's at.
Well, shit.
It's been a good little cast,
It's been a good little cast. Yeah, I enjoy this shit. It's always a great fucking time.
It
honestly.
really is.
Something new.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for all the support, guys. It's been great.
Peace out, y'all. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.